To help you plan for the next 24 hours, here is the new local forecast for your region. Coming up in your next local, all the long-term information to plan for the week ahead. To upload your photos and videos, visit upload.theweathernetwork.com. Stay tuned to Force of Nature, a look at the wildest weather from around the world.
This local forecast has been brought to you by Otrivin, the pleasure of breathing. Stormwatch is brought to you by Troy-Bilt.
So this is the problem we had earlier today through many areas of the GTA. Tires spinning, people having to help other people out of slippery situations. Oh, there was Kevin Yard helping out. Oh, that's a good lad. Ah, it's a good lad, Kevin Yard. The wee lad that Kevin is. No, this is what it was like everywhere, and that was because of the flash freeze. Now, Toronto is out of it, but that is why areas from London through Hamilton, Burlington, Oakland, Mississauga, Toronto, everybody was dealing with that. It was the freezing rain along the lake, or along the lakes. It was snow to the north, and then the temperatures rapidly dropping. Kingston to Ottawa still in place. Off the shores of Lake Huron and Georgian Bay, you either have a blizzard warning, and that's for all areas, including Barrie, including Midland, Penetanguishene, Collingwood, Wasaga Beach. This goes all the way out Owen Sound, Tobermory, all the way down through Goderich, pushing into Grand Bend, back to Mount Forest. That is the blizzard warning that stays in place. Still, squall warning is in place. All of that is happening because of the strong winds off the Great Lakes. So therefore, we have a wind chill warning in place. Overnight wind chills tonight. Feeling like minus 33 in Toronto, minus 36 in North Bay, minus 30 in Pembroke, minus 38, almost minus 40 is what it will feel like for you in Hamilton. And the wind chills continue across prairies. Actually, not everybody hates it. Check this out. Someone actually had fun with it.
This one, it's not even a minute for two, but it's frozen. See? My shirt can stand. Woo! I love winter!
You're crazy. No, I'm kidding. You're crazy funny. That was too funny. I love winter. Oh my goodness! I think the extreme cold got to her head. The poor girl. Oh my! Somebody help her. Fort McMurray, 5 to 10 centimeters of snow. This continues out through and pushing onto the Saskatchewan border. That goes all the way back Slave Lake. Anywhere south of this boundary, looking at 2 to 5 centimeters. But that will be after the low passes through the overnight and into Tuesday. So Calgary, you're not going to have snow today because your daytime high is around 3, as an example. Meanwhile, in British Columbia, we're watching heavy amounts of rain push in. We have a couple of lows that are through today and tomorrow, then another one Wednesday to Thursday, and then Thursday to Friday. That's a pretty wet week lining up for you for Vancouver, as an example, up and down the coast. Let's go to the other coast now. Let's go to the Atlantic coast. From the Pacific to the Atlantic, here we go. Halifax, and we were talking to Nate Coleman, our correspondent in Halifax, earlier today about this. With the heavy amounts of rain, and you're looking at 15 to 30 millimeters, rainfall warning in place, that's going to be on top of all of the heavy amounts of snow, which is going to make for some very tricky to maneuver, whether on feet or by car. Very terrible, terrible driving conditions. Winter storm warning and freezing rain warnings for areas throughout the St. Lawrence. Where you don't have a winter storm or freezing rain, you have snow wrapping around behind it. Beyond that is wind. We have wind in through the mouth of St. Lawrence. Chasing up on its tail will be the wind chill and also the flash freeze. Out ahead of that is the rain. That will be the next to flash freeze. We have rainfall warnings in place, including for Halifax and southern Newfoundland. That is all within this warm sector. Out ahead of it, snow. Along the warm front, freezing rain, the winter storm. Wrapping around behind it, snow, cold air. This is every single season wrapped up in one neat little package. And it's going to be a real tough one to try and slug through, I tell you. 30 to 50 millimeters, southern Newfoundland, also through the Fundy Shores. Areas that are not seeing that much will at least be seeing the 15 to 30 millimeters. Let's get to that long-range forecast. Squalls continue off the Great Lakes. Frigid conditions continue eastern prairies. Tuesday into Wednesday, we have overnight tonight 10 to 15 millimeters. Tuesday through Wednesday, Thursday to 40 millimeters. Then you have Wednesday through Thursday, another 15 millimeters. Friday, 50 more millimeters of rain for you in Vancouver. Now, because of one after another of these relentless pushes of moisture, it's moderating the temperature across the rest of the country. Instead of frigid, we go to cool, and then back to seasonal in Ontario, which is something hasn't seen in quite some time, and mild for the prairies, all thanks to each and every one of these Pacific pushes.